You will never have my son's child.
No, stay away from me. Stay away from me. How did you even know I was pregnant?
A woman always knows. Too bad I have to kill you, Zoe. You're pathetic. Do you really think my son would give up his status as a surgeon to be with you?
Mom!
Sweetheart. Hey.
Why didn't you pick up?
That night, I died.
You won't ever say a disrespectful word to her. The privilege to judge her in any regard, good or bad, is mine and mine alone.
You're going to get so screwed, Blaine. It's just a matter of the hospital committee getting wind of your actions.
Blaine still had Warner pinned down, but Jose and David intervened and pulled him off. Everyone was pretty drunk except Ramona. She supported Jose and Blaine as they left the bar. Zoe noticed her struggling and rushed over to help. Are they all right?
Yeah, they'll be fine. Minus the killer headaches they're going to wake up with. Jokes apart, Zoe. I'll have to trouble you to take Dr. Dexter home. I'll handle Jose.
No problem. I'll get him home safely.
Thanks. I can rest easy now.
Ramona handed Blaine over to Zoe, who leaned against her. She noticed Blaine's injured hand. How did he hurt his hand?
After you left, he beat up the guy who kept asking you to drink.
Ramona shared the details of the fight, and Zoe listened to her intently, shocked by the lengths Blaine had gone for her.
And then Dr. Dexter said,
You can be rude to any woman, but you can't be rude to her. Only I get to look at her. Forget about looking down on her.
Did he really say that?
yes, Dr. Warner will be taking a sick leave tomorrow for sure.
Zoe's eyes welled up. Ramona left, and Zoe supported Blaine to the curb, hailing a taxi. Blaine, roused by the cool wind, opened his eyes. After a moment, he recognized Zoe and rudely pushed her away.
How dare you touch me, you cheat.
What did you say?
I said what you heard. You are a cheat.
I have never cheated on you.
You cheated on me when you left me alone. I was waiting for you.
Blaine turned around and walked towards the parking lot. Zoe caught up to Blaine, concerned. Blaine, you're drunk. You cannot drive.
Get lost.
You drank too much, Blaine. Stop messing around. Blaine attempted to unlock his car, but Zoe snatched and hid the keys behind her back.
Zoe, get back my car keys.
No! You're too drunk to drive. It's not safe.
Don't worry. Even if I crash, it won't be your fault.
Zoe, hurt but determined, decided to take matters into her own hands. She rushed over, wrapped her arms around Blaine, and struggled to pull him towards the street. Are you trying to make me suffer? It's 4 a.m. and I have to work at 8. Blaine, please, I'm tired.
How can Matthew let you live like this?
Zoe's grip on Blaine loosened, a numbness creeping into her. Blaine stiffened, realizing he had gone too far despite being drunk. He quietly got into the car, not meeting Zoe's eyes until they reached his house. The moment Zoe put him on the sofa, he passed out. She rushed to the medicine cabinet, took out a cream, and sat beside him, applying ointment to his swollen knuckles. Dr. Dexter, what am I going to do with you? Zoe blew on his sore hand, unaware that Blaine was now awake watching her. Blaine's dangerous gaze narrowed as he observed Zoe's gentle care.
Zoe.
You're awake?
Don't touch me.
Blaine abruptly withdrew his hand. He got up, went to the kitchen, and grabbed an energy drink from the refrigerator. But Zoe snatched the drink. Blaine, are you crazy? You've already drank too much. You need to drink water, not this.
Give it back to me.
No! As Zoe turned to pour the drink down the sink, she felt a strong arm snake around her waist, pushing her against the counter. What do you want? Blaine's breath was warm as he whispered into her ear.
You.
Blaine turned her around, and Zoe was stunned at the desperate adoration in his dark eyes. She remembered that look. Blaine leaned over, his lips just stopping right before hers, waiting. And just like that, something came over her. She stood up on her toes, crossing the distance. Blaine responded with a passionate kiss.
Zoe, do you know how much I hate you? You owe me this after what you put me through.
He began to lift Zoe's shirt when reality hit Zoe. She tried to push him away, but Blaine overpowered her, pinning her hands above her head.
Was it worth it, Zoe? Was it worth marrying Matthew?
Leave me, Blaine. Please. Zoe started crying uncontrollably, and Blaine let her go. She didn't even look back and left the apartment. Zoe expected Blaine to call her or to run into her at the hospital, but there was no sign of him. A few days passed. Zoe was working an overnight shift at the Enclave when Jose walked in.
6 dozen bottles of the best wine, please.
Dr. Ramirez, expecting a party tonight?
Call me Jose, Zoe. And no guests this time. Just me.
Sure, but all this wine for yourself?
I like to be prepared. Can you store them for me?
Of course. The next night, David, another doctor, entered the bar and ordered the same excessive amount. This pattern repeated for 2 weeks, and Zoe started growing suspicious. One night, Blaine's intern Ramona entered the bar. Hi, Ramona. Planning a party?
No, it's for the staff.
Zoe gave a piercing look to Ramona. But you haven't even ordered yet.
Oh, yes, my bad. I need 6.
What's really going on?
Nothing's going on. We just, really like wine.
And what else aren't you telling me, Ramona? Ramona dismissed Zoe's suspicions, attempting to pay for the wine. Wait and save your money tonight. Once the stored bottles are gone, you can buy the next round.
Thank you, Zoe. That's very nice of you.
Zoe smiled suspiciously, but did not drag the matter ahead. She left the VIP room and went to the bathroom, where she surprisingly heard Ramona's voice from the next bathroom stall talking on the phone.
Dr. Dexter, I couldn't buy wine from Zoe. She wouldn't sell me any. I'm sorry.
Zoe didn't move an inch and listened silently to Ramona and Blaine's conversation.
Thank you for understanding, Dr. Dexter. You're the best. See you in the morning.
Blaine. My grumpy guardian angel. The creaking sound of the door signaled Ramona's exit. Taking a deep breath, Zoe composed herself and headed back to work. The next night, Zoe, returning from work, bumped into Blaine in the hallway on her way to Max's room. Dr. Dexter, I want to talk to you.
We have nothing to say to each other.
Why has everyone in your department been buying wine from me? Dr. Dexter, I don't understand why you did this, but I'm grateful. But I don't want to be indebted to you.
Do you remember our kiss from the other night?
I remember, but we don't need to discuss it.
How much is the commission on those wines? Enough compensation for that kiss, I assume.
What does that mean?
You don't understand. Do I need to explain myself more clearly?
You told your colleagues to buy wine from me just to insult and degrade me? I don't want your money, and you certainly don't owe me for any services rendered.
Since you're so proud, you can reject the money. No one's forcing you to take it.
Zoe glared at Blaine as he ignored her and walked away, prompting Zoe to confront him once again. Since Dr. Dexter is so generous, there's no need for me to pretend to be noble. Getting paid is more practical than giving it away for free, right? At least this way I got something pleasurable out of the experience. Blaine didn't react and continued to walk away. Zoe, right now Max needs chemotherapy more than you need your dignity. Zoe was suddenly snapped out of her thoughts by a man in a hospital gown running towards Blaine with a bottle of liquid.
You rascal! I will use this sulfuric acid to ruin your face just like you ruined my life!
Blaine, look out! Zoe ran towards Blaine to save him. What drove that man to attack Blaine? Will Zoe be able to save Blaine from the attack? Or will her actions have severe consequences for her? To find out what happens next.
To listen to the full audio series, install the Pocket FM app now.
Pocket FM. Download the app now.